a video that we recently posted in our Facebook group about a specific technique called mirror and candle. From this video came the question, is there a specific number of times you should say the protection prayer? And we're making this a public video because this goes not just for this technique that was posted in the Facebook group, but also in general about the protection prayer. So I'm going to hand this over to my husband now, who you'll hear because he is the videographer for this video series. And you'll hear him give the explanation.
Video series. Until we go hire a crew once it gets big enough.
And then will we see your face?
My face?
If we get a million subscribers, will you come and sit next to me to record videos?
You're thinking if? How about
when we get a million subscribers?
Sounds good to me.
Will you come sit next to me? So
I'll sit next to you anytime.
In front of the camera?
Sure.
Okay, you guys heard that. Let's get the million subscribers. Okay, now getting back to the topic. How many times should you be saying the protection prayer for like the mirror and candle technique or just in general?
Well, Mike, I'll ask you a question first before I answer your question.
Okay.
You mentioned how the mirror and candle technique video was posted
in the Facebook group. Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't posted on YouTube?
No.
So what happens if somebody hasn't seen that video and they want to try the technique?
Oh, just go to Facebook, find our group, Clearing, Healing, and Guidance, and then the video is in there, under the videos tab.
Do they have to subscribe or anything? How does that work?
You have to become a member of the group, just request to become a member of the group.
Oh, okay.
And then once you're approved, then you're able to see it.
Got it. Okay. So I just want to...
The group is for anyone who wants to try different things and speak about their experiences with all the work that has been done on their behalf or things that they have tried from what has been recommended through some of these videos and in other areas.
In private.
In private, right. So that they don't have to feel like, people that they don't want to know what's going on or looking and watching or whatever it might be.
Okay. So now you're asking...
About the protection prayer.
Thanks for answering that question.
You're welcome.
In the video, I know that we stated, we told everybody what they should say for protection, right?
Right,
and
right.
We gave them a process.
Yes.
And in there, I think we only said it once.
Right. We only said it once in the video, and we did it based on Archangel Michael because he's the one who most people turn to for protection.
Okay. So then this question, did the individual specify how many times they said it?
Yes. The individual who wrote the question wrote that it didn't feel right to say the protection prayer just once, so they said it 3 times. And then they felt better and were able to go through the rest of the process.
Aha! Ever seen Coming to America? When they got to the barber shop, they go, ah! That's the aha right here. So what do you think the answer is to that question?
I would think that you say it according to what makes you feel comfortable, and usually in multiples of 3, but if saying it one time works for you, like it did for me, then do what makes you feel comfortable.
Now, when you say what makes you feel comfortable, what exactly do you think is going on there?
I think that maybe someone might have fear.
Okay.
And that's why they feel that they need to really make sure they have a strong protection around them. So by saying the protection prayer multiple times, they will feel more secure with their surroundings.
Now, how would they know how many times they should say it?
Well, we usually use the guideline of saying in multiples of 3 until you feel confident that it's done.
What's so special about multiples of 3? You keep saying that, multiples of 3.
Because that's what you say whenever you give a decree or a command or anything. You say, do it in multiples of 3. For the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Ah, the Trinity, right?
The Trinity.
Exactly.
Because God works in multiples of 3. It shows up many times.
That's correct. Even Tesla, when I'm talking about the car, right? Tesla, the scientist.
Right, Nikola Tesla.
Exactly. He said, he's quoted saying, not verbatim, said that if you want to know the secret of life, focus on multiples of threes, like 3, 6, 9. That's it. If you focus on that, you will learn the secret of life. Now keep in mind that he's the one that actually discovered what?
Electricity.
Right? People think it's Thomas Edison.
He discovered a lot of things, and I'm like, wait, what is it that you want me to tell this individual watching here?
He didn't get credit for it, right? But
Right.
he's literally the founder. Literally, he's the guy that found it first before Thomas Edison. Anyway, so we know it should be multiples of 3 normally, right?
Right.
But if you're not sure how long you should say it, just like you said, you say it until you feel good. And that's because you're going to be guided. Your guardian angel will guide you. Some people call it guardian angel. We say your mighty presence, right? Your higher self, whatever you term it, you'll be guided. Your guardian angel watches over you. So your guardian angel knows when you feel comfortable. It knows how long you should say the protection prayer or whatever it is that you're focusing on.
Exactly.
You know? So I hope that answers that question.
Yes.
Now,
I think that does.
Now the same thing, because you said, okay, it also applies for things outside of the candle and mirror technique.
Correct.
So what were you referring to?
I was referring to everyday life. Like first thing in the morning, you wake up, and I know for myself and for many individuals that I deal with, the first thing we do is we immediately thank God for another wonderful day, and I surround myself with protection through different protection decrees and prayers.
So do you say them in multiples of 3, or how does it apply to what you were saying?
Yes, I do say them in multiples of 3. And sometimes even if I just feel scared throughout the day, or an uneasy feeling comes up, if I don't say the violet flame decree, which normally comes to mind, then I'll call upon, maybe Archangel Michael or Shiva or someone else, and just always in multiples of 3 for me until I feel better.
You feel scared during the day?
Not anymore. I used to years ago, but not anymore.
Oh, okay. That surprised me when you said that. Like, you feel scared.
No, when we lived in the big city, yes, walking to the park
in Chicago.
in Chicago, walking to the park just a couple blocks away with the kids, I'd be like, Shiva, 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 because I don't know why, but I just felt scared and uncomfortable.
You're in Chicago.
I know.
That's why.
Drive-by shootings everywhere.
It's not everywhere. That's not.
Well, okay, not everywhere, but they were.
There's a high possibility that
Yes.
something could happen, right? Now I noticed you say Shiva, but you're Catholic.
Yes.
So what's up with that, Miss Person that's saying Shiva? And I don't remember Shiva being in the Bible.
Oh no, he's not. But when I learned about Lord Shiva and he's considered the destroyer, I thought, okay, well, I don't know how true or accurate this person is, but I was really scared one night, and I was decreeing to Archangel Michael for help, and I still felt scared, and then I just decided to give the Shiva guy a try.
The Shiva guy.
Yeah. I think I said his name 9 times, and I was like, I feel better. I feel different. And that was my first experience calling upon Lord Shiva. And then after that, I've had numerous times where I would be having a dream or experience while sleeping of being attacked or something really negative around me, and immediately I just start yelling Shiva, and I'll wake myself up saying Shiva, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I got out of that one, thanks Shiva. So for me it's he comes really quickly, although Archangel Michael responds quickly too. It's just for me Shiva is faster.
Now, do you know why Shiva seems to respond faster than Archangel Michael?
Because you're just yelling his name?
Well, that's good.
No, I really don't know why.
Because for what they said in Masters have taught us, and including Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael protects us when we're traveling.
Oh, okay. So it's more so when we're traveling that we call upon Archangel Michael versus when we're just...
If you notice, when people talk about having experiences with Archangel Michael, it normally has to do with some type of traveling. How did Archangel Michael Rosary come about? Do you know that story?
No. I don't, but I used to say the Archangel Michael Rosary all the time.
Well, it's because there was a plane crash in the mountains, I think in Peru or somewhere.
Okay.
And then Archangel Michael appeared to one of the survivors and told the person, this is what let them know this is what they should say. So I will come and protect them. If I remember, I think that's how the story goes. I could be way off with it, but I remember that he handed it based on or because of an accident. I know it was an airplane accident.
Okay.
And he appeared to somebody there.
If one of you knows the story, please share it with us.
Right. And then, other examples of that, it's always someone traveling. It's always traveling related.
Okay.
Travel related. That's why it's called the Archangel Michael traveling decree.
I see.
Okay? Mm-hmm. While Shiva is instant because it's whatever's happening now.
I got it.
The moment you need help, Shiva is there. Now, who is Shiva? Just for people to know.
I really don't know much about Shiva, although that he's
what do you
been
know?
called the destroyer. I know
But
that
what religious?
that's from the Hindu faith.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I think that's important to know.
Right.
And just because in the Hindu faith, he doesn't go like, if you notice, you're Catholic, and he still showed up, didn't he?
He did. He didn't care that I was Catholic.
No discrimination there.
None.
And he didn't show up and say, why are you calling me? You're Catholic.
That's right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Because again, they're ascended masters.
And he didn't get annoyed and say, quit calling my name.
Especially
You
calling it so
Catholic.
many times.
You're a Hindu heathen.
Exactly. Hindu atheist.
There you go.
See, he showed up. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a really good tip for people out there. Now, here's the other thing. Mm-hmm. Like you said, for example, do you normally say, you might say the Valley Flame decree, which I know you say a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Do you find yourself saying it the same amount of times every time?
No.
Well, why is that?
Because I only say it until I feel like I shouldn't say it anymore.
So you don't purposely say, I'll say it for 30 times. You just say it until you feel better, right?
No. Yes.
If you notice, so somewhere along the line, you're being guided as to how long you should say it.
Right.
That's why people shouldn't, I brought that up because people shouldn't go into it by saying, like, I'm going to say this 20 times or 21 times. You don't know how long you need to say. Just trust that your guardian angel or your mighty presence, which is the God within you, right?
Right.
Or your holy Christ self, that's what people call guardian angel, or whomever it is, will guide you. They'll let you know when you've said enough, when you've calmed down. And it could be one day, it could be 3 times. Mm-hmm. That same day, later in the day, it could be 15 times, and you've experienced that.
Mm-hmm. I have.
Changes.
It does.
So going back to answering the initial question, the number of times you might find yourself saying something, whether it's a prayer, or you're asking for protection, or for guidance, it varies per individual. And even for the same individual, it varies per instant.
Right.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Did we answer that question?
I believe we answered the question.
You look lovely, by the way.
Thanks. So if you like this video and you found the information helpful, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who you think it might help as well.
And let's get to the million.
Let's get 1 million subscribers.
It's subscribers?
So that way we can get my husband on camera too.
Now, so is that Facebook or?
This is YouTube. Through YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. In the Facebook group.
Because you have a bigger number in Facebook.
I know, but in the Facebook group, the deal is if we get the 300 individuals who are on the page, then you will do a live session.
I did say that, didn't I?
You did.
But that's for Facebook.
That's for Facebook.
So there are 2 different deals going on here.
Yes.
Well, you better talk to your viewers because I don't see 300 there.
I know. I don't know what happened. I'll put it out there again.
They're making all these videos and they're not. You guys need to go and get these 300.
Share the videos.
Right.
Let's increase the number of individuals in the Facebook group so we can get my husband to do a live session.
And so what would the live session include, by the way?
Include is like content. We hadn't gotten that far. Just the excitement of you talking with individuals, maybe answering some questions that come up.
Exactly. So that's what it would be about. You know, that could be
live
really interesting.
Q&A. You may not see him. He might be looking at me. But it would be a live Q&A.
Because I have my cloak of invisibility.
Yes, it's called I'm the videographer. He likes to be like Harry Potter. All right. Please remember to share the video, and let's get this up to 1 million subscribers so you can see my husband. Talk to you guys soon.
Who said they want to see me? I don't want to see him. So I don't know.
Bye.